I love it. Love it. When we throw parts away. Yay.
You're watching Hurley Films.
How's it going, everybody? I just wanted to share this little quick video at the front of our longer video. But Hurley has gotten back on the motorcycle, and so it's been super cool to watch him get back into it. We're still working on shifting, and that's just a process that comes with time, but I can't believe how fast he is growing up. Just crazy.
What's up, YouTube? This is Adam with Hurley Films, and first thing off the bat, if you notice the cool BC Ranch hat, I'll leave a link down in the description. We opened a little YouTube store with some things, so we've got Hurley Films t-shirts and a couple ranch hats and a ranch hoodie, stuff like that. Just fun stuff, and we make a couple bucks off the shirt, and it's kind of a fun way to support the channel. So if you ever thought, hey, I want to help them out a little bit, that's one way you could do it. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video, we've got a couple things. We are so close to being able to move in. I mean, very close. We also have sod now, and putting sod down in August is not recommended. Let's just say that. Today, my thermostat on my car said 109. I have got my friend Brock Terrell, I've got his water trailer hooked up to the back of the truck, and you guys have seen some videos with this before when we were watering our food plot. But we've got the little mud hole pond down here. Ooh, that's pretty, a little sunset behind this. And we are going to see if we can get this thing going. So I've pulled my truck up right here by the pond, and we're gonna see if we can get this thing going. I tried to do this yesterday at about 1 a.m. and let's just say that was not the best time to do it. I was desperate to try to get some water going on the grass, and that was probably not the best idea. So I was unsuccessful. I called Brock and said, hey, I need help. And he kind of walked me through it and said, here's some things to do to make sure that it works really good. So we're gonna try that out tonight and see if we can't defeat the needing to water the sod problem. So I'm spinning back around right now. So you can see the new sod right here behind me. And this is what we've been watering with, these little tiny sprinklers. The grass has gone from green when they laid it to now it is gray, which, I mean, that's just kind of sod, so it's kind of the way it works. But we are gonna do our best to dump about 1,000 gallons of water on this thing right now. That's what this trailer will hold, so that's what we're gonna try to put on it.
It's crazy to think we're trying to put sod in August, and if anything can show you how crazy it is, you can look at this pond and see how empty it is.
We've got a sea monster. What are you doing? God, thank you for that. Raptor, don't you jump on me. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you are, yes, you are wet. You are so wet, you little three-legged dog. Have you been a good boy? You've been a good boy? You have? Yeah? All right, after seeing the other pond and its condition, decided to come steal some water from Uncle Austin instead.
It's to crack the code. Hurley, poke this in the hole.
All right, Hurley, can you film for us while we do it? Don't go zooming in and out super crazy or anything like that, okay? Tell everybody what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. I don't really know what's happening. I think they're hooking the hose up to this hose right there that's going into this bucket, big bucket. And I think that thingy that they're doing right there, I think that thing is gonna suck water out of the pond and put it in the bucket thingy right here. So
It pays to have a neighbor who's a fireman because he's got all these cool toys like these quick connects, fire hose, big giant water containers, all this stuff. Makes it where these kind of jobs can be a lot easier.
Even a child could do it.
So we got this stuff hooked up to this pump. Or what? Well, there's only one way to find out. So you put that in there and then you just lock this down. Okay, so we've got a couple things. There's a screen. The screen is going to help prevent anything getting in here. So we're gonna just put this like that.
That's what I
Nailed
found.
it.
I found that earlier.
Is the alternative, which is to take a bucket and we're gonna put this like that, and then we're gonna use some handy dandy baling wire, and we're going to attach the bucket to the hose. Then we throw this in, get it primed up with the other bucket.
I think Raptor's got the right idea, by the way. The dog's smarter than we are.
Raptor's just hanging out in the water, cooling off, taking a lounge. All right, I'm gonna set it up on time lapse and see if we can't get this thing to go.
Sometimes we do crazy things out of desperation, like we don't want to have our freshly graded ground washed away. So you got to put something on top of it. Fortunately, I've got good neighbors.
What?
It died, or something happened. Oh, a little bit, yeah, it's going.
Well, we got all of it filled up. Now it's just a matter of going over there and dumping it on the ground. You can hear best laid intentions of wearing boots. The pond won. The pond always wins. Well, we're burning daylight here. It's a beautiful sunset tonight. Awesome. But we are gonna try to get all this water out onto the yard here. So I'm just gonna set this thing up and let you guys watch us struggle through watering the grass. But man, what an evening.
It's amazing the power of just that amount of water. And this is not even a strong pump. But I love this moment that I captured right here with Hurley manning the fire hose and my dad giving him the hands up. Super cool. But the power coming off this thing's crazy. Like if I would have left Hurley to his own devices, that hose would have been steering him all over the place. It's all there. But this thing could reach, you can see how far I'm spraying. The power in this thing is incredible. And it's so fast how we just dumped 500 gallons of water onto the grass.
Man. Golly, the power on that thing.
We got everything moved over. And at this point, I'm tired. I'm very tired, and I think my dad could tell that I am tired. Like we've been running every day for I don't know how many days straight now, trying to finish the house on top of be parents, on top of work, on top of youth ministry. It's just been quite a gauntlet.
That's what I recommend. I'll see your wife. Give it a break tonight. We watered the yard. The sod is saved. Long live the sod.
That's one way to dump literally 1,000 gallons.
Is that 2,000?
No, each one of these things is 500 gallons.
Oh, okay.
So this is 1,000 gallons of water on there. I'm drenched. I'm completely soaked. We're actually going to call it a night tonight. We thought about going in and trying to finish up some of the plumbing, but I think we'll do that tomorrow. We'll have a full day tomorrow. We'll listen to Pop's advice, which is go home, get a good night's rest, and then come back and do it tomorrow in the morning.
I'm
And
gonna go eat in the morning, pick up the radiator for the big truck too.
oh no, the big truck is back. The dump truck that never dies.
It will live. We'll breathe life into it, I tell you.
This is awesome. I can't thank my our neighbor, my friend Brock. This is an excellent means of watering sod for sure. So we're gonna get it all ready to go here and store it tonight, and we'll probably try to water it again tomorrow once we get some of the stuff for the plumbing done. But got 1,000 gallons on pretty much all this lower section here. So
Pray for rain.
pray for rain. All these clouds up here. This is all we got. And hopefully my boots will dry off by then.
We got in the next day, worked on our plumbing, and this is towards the end of it, where me and my brother were just kind of finishing up, and I apologize in advance for all of it.
So these toilets are super fancy.
Wait. Access grant.
And the reason they're like that is because we got these toilets on sale that have the flat sides. So this makes it way easier to clean. So when I'm just slaving away cleaning them. We've got 3 of them installed. This is the last one that's getting installed. So you can see how this little piece here goes inside of this toilet.
After you do one, they're really not terrible. Just figuring it out.
I would rather do it like this, I think, because you don't have to deal with the wax ring problem. The back side of the toilet sits down in this rubber gasket. It goes down in here. You can see it up under there, right there.
Oh.
And there it is. I think it needs to go a little left still.
Like that?
Well, yep, right there. I think that's perfect. So then these screws go in the side. Oh, I moved it.
Yeah, you can also.
And that mechanism tilts up as we tighten it in, if I can find it. I think I'm just spinning it for no reason. You can't do this and film at the same time. Okay.
Wow. I'm in. I just don't think you know how to screw.
What did you say?
Just gotta know how to hit the no.
Get the tank. The instructions that you'll find after you get done with this the first time, they're in the tank.
Where to search. I do like this bracket, other than going through the holes in the tank.
Makes it feel like you're not gonna break it. Nope.
The phone's in the way. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm much better with the nuts.
I'm just no comment.
This is too long.
Are you comfy?
There's no way you were doing anything because this is not doing jack squat.
Yeah, this is great.
This is quality YouTube content right here.
So this is what the hole looks like. I'm one with the force, and the force is with me.
Oh, thank you for that. Or it's in.
Now you're ready to talk to a man about a horse.
Speaking of good neighbors, these are a lot of mine. So these are a bunch of kids in the youth ministry that I'm in charge of at our church. And we had an event called Summer Slide. So this was kind of our big back to school bash. And we got a piece of visqueen and cut it out. And it was 200 foot long down this hill. And so we had just a bunch of kids come out. Ended up having about 40 to 45 people total. And it was a lot of fun. It's amazing what a piece of plastic, some baby soap, and water can accomplish for literally 3 hours. We also broke off and played some ultimate frisbee and did some other things like that. But it was a lot of fun. And these people are part of my neighbors. Like, they are awesome people. And throughout this whole process, one of the things that I realized is that it would have been a completely different story with our house fire and the rebuild and everything that's happened to us. Would be completely different if it wasn't for our neighbors and our friends that have given us so much. And if I'm really looking at it, they've been the hands and feet of Jesus to me and my family. The Bible says that there's no greater love than this, than a man to lay down his life for his friends. And Jesus said that before he went and laid down his life. And it's been really interesting to see my friends and neighbors lay down their time, their energy, their efforts, all of the things that they've done for us throughout this whole process. And it's something that I get to look back on now and reflect and think how much different everything could have been. And it hasn't been easy, but it could have been a lot harder. And I am so thankful for all of them and how they've been amazing to my family. And I can't ever thank them or repay them enough. Well, that's it for this one. We love you guys. Jesus loves you too. And we'll see you on the next video.